Welcome back to Farming Life, Hillbrooks. This week we have been busy with the sheep. We have been flat out lambing the ewes. They're coming thick and fast. In one night we had 16 lambs and 7 ewes. This little lamb took a little while to get going once he was born, but thankfully I brought him round. And soon after, he had a sibling to follow. Wasn't long before Blackie was starting to take his first step. He was only 10 minutes old. The pens are brimful. This is Ma, one of our pet ewes. She is very friendly but very nosy. But we will let her off because she's a very good mum to her baby. Now it is time to move some of the ewes and lamb into the yard. We do this to get the ewes and lambs used to the outdoor weather. This is done just before they go out to grass. The ewe stamped her foot at the dog to show her protection of her lamb. Later in the morning, when we went to check on the ewes in the field, we got a ewe on her back. We thought she was dead until she started wriggling. Then the time was against us to get her back on her side and up on her feet. If you're ever walking in a farmer's field and you see this, please don't ignore it. Sheep won't bite you. If you can, turn them over, not only saving the ewe's life, but potentially 1 to 2 lamb inside her. If you don't end up turning them over, the magpies peck their eyes out and they can die very quickly. We finally managed to turn her back the right way, but where she had been on her back for what must have been quite a while, she was a bit shaky. We had to give her a couple of minutes to come round and be able to get back up. As you can see, she wasn't all that great, but the end result, she was okay. These are our second cycle of ewes to eat. We know because they have a blue mark on their bum. Our first cycle was red. We've already lambed over 100 ewes successfully by splitting the ewes. There is less chance of overcrowding in the shed and less chance of overfeeding the ewes. meaning larger lamb, which would mean more death. So we keep the ewes tight on their feed. This also saves us over several tons of sheep feed a year. We are really pleased how they're looking. Next, it's time to feed the ones in the field. This is one of our big lambs. Look at the size of him. Here's Mum having a sneaky feed before the others. It was to feed the ewes and lambs in the yard, and the next bunch to go out to grass. week, we like to put the ewes through the footbath, keep on top of their feet. Because when sheep are inside, tend to get lame a lot quick. So from putting them in the footbath, keeps on top of the foot rot disease.
Next bunch off.
When we come back from school, we feed the ewes in the pen. We give them 1 scoop of cake, a handful of hay, and some fresh clean water. After the use of lamb, they tend to not want quite so much food for 1 or 2 days after birth. They feel a little bit sick, and then after the 2 days of birth, they tend to pick up on their feed. And then they end up going back to the bigger bunch of ewes and lambs. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed our video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you for all our new subscribers. We'll see you in our next video. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe.